listen to him breathe.
Hey, what's up guys? For today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys a layout tutorial for what order you should have your guns in if you play on console, and what guns you should have in that order. So basically guys, first I'm going to be going over what layout you should have, as in if you should have like an SMG first, or an AR first, or like a shotgun second, and I'll explain why. So first of all, I think that you should have an AR as your first weapon. It should always be in the first slot, because the AR is going to be your best friend from medium range to short range, and sometimes even long range. So it's kind of like an all-around gun. You can use it at any point, and it will work pretty efficiently for everything. So I always have the AR as my first gun. For my second gun, or the second spot in my layout, I always like to keep a shotgun there. Basically, when you shoot someone with an AR, if they start getting close to you, you can quickly pull out your shotgun. So it's good to have it really close. Now, you could also have your shotgun on the very last one. You can just click your left bumper once to switch to it. But the last spot, not to confuse you guys or anything, but that one is actually for your sniper, and I'll get to that later. So yeah, for the third slot, I like to, if there was double shotty, I'd like to keep it as attack. But with Season 5 and there not being any double shotty, I like to keep it as a SMG, so keep SMG in my third slot. Fourth slot is where I would usually put minis or bandages or medkits or anything that's for healing. Chug, big shield, anything. Now, the reason for this is, when you're healing, you don't have to pull it out as like ASAP. It doesn't matter if you pull out your healable later, or it takes you like an extra half a second to pull it out. Like, it's okay if it takes you a little longer to get out a mini rather than like pulling out a shotgun, because if you're in a really close fight, you can't risk having to switch through your guns to get your shotgun out. And having one layout that you use every game, the reason that you want to do this is because what will happen is you will eventually start getting used to it, and when you get used to it, you won't even have to look at your layout in order to basically use it. Now, I personally haven't looked at my layout in maybe like months, because like it was just an beginning thing. But some people, they either haven't started doing like one layout for every game, or they just haven't heard of it. So for those of you that haven't heard of it, well, there you go. For those of you that have, now we'll get on to the fifth slot. So for the fifth slot, like I said before, I usually keep it as the sniper. Now, the reason you want to have your sniper on your fifth slot is because essentially you can pull it out right after your AR, right? Like right next to your AR, you click left bumper once, or L1 once, and it'll switch to it. Now, you can take a quick snipe at someone that's, let's say, like a distance away, but the reason you have it as the last slot is because right after you shoot your sniper, you can quickly switch to your AR, and you can follow up with shots. So for example, if you snipe someone and it's not a headshot, you won't have to waste time trying to I don't know how to you won't basically give them a chance to get away from you. And by not giving them a chance to get away from you and quickly being able to switch your AR as soon as you can, you're going to be able to take them out much faster and more efficiently. So that's what I think for the last slot. So basically, that's what I think everyone's weapon slots should be like. Now, there's also what weapons I think you should pick up. And honestly, I said sniper for the last slot, but what I think is that if you have a RPG and a sniper, and you want to pick up both, the best layout for you would be a AR, a tactical or heavy, rocket launcher, your healable, and then your sniper at the end. Now, if you're someone who has to do pump SMG, like you absolutely cannot use tacs, or you're not good with them, tacs or heavies, then what I recommend for you is that you just keep your pump heavy, or you keep your, not your pump heavy, you keep your heavy or pump SMG, and then what you do is you have a RPG as your other slot, And what this will do is it'll help you. What this will essentially do is it will give you that ability to still do your pump SMG while also like being able to rocket launcher people, which is a pretty important thing in some aspects. Like honestly, when I go for high kill solo squad games, I kind of have to use an RPG sometimes because it just makes getting kills so much easier. I mean, I love using the sniper, don't get me wrong, and I use it a lot, but just using that RPG sometimes is all you need to like make it a 20 kill rather than an 18 or 19 kill game. Which is actually kind of a bad example considering this gameplay was a 19 kill solo squad game, but yeah, you guys know what I mean. So yeah, guys, that's about all I have for this video. So yeah, I recommend you use those layouts because I think those are the best for console, and I've honestly seen a lot of good players using that. So like really good Xbox console players, you know, PS4 players, they use that layout. Even Nick Mercs uses it. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.